Yes, blessings to you all for tuning in. This is a beautiful song. Don't all rise to this music. Nyankopon edia semayeda. Dia semayeda denyinara. Blessings to you all. Thank you for tuning in. God is good. God is great. The program is called Legal Matters. We're going to be bringing you all the immigration law updates in the United Kingdom. We're going to be talking about procedures in relation to immigration law. Last week we started with the practical advice of UK immigration law. Today we are going to continue. Once you know the procedure, it helps a big deal. All the changes that has been introduced in terms of making immigration applications. If you've just tuned in, if you are listening to us from Facebook, watching us on Facebook, please share the program with all your loved ones. Today we have so many areas to talk about, and we will do the best that we can to bring the program to an end at exactly 1 o'clock, because we keep taking Christ the Living Stone's time, and I think we have to be disciplined with our time. It's very, very, very important. Exactly 1 o'clock, we will end the program. So when we open the phone lines and you have any question, please do the best that you can and call in at the right times, and we will be happy to take the phone calls and give you the time that is needed. We will do the best that we can to answer all your telephone calls within the time. So we thank you for your understanding. If you are watching the programs, we will also encourage you to share the program with all your loved ones. Put it on your wall so that those people who are unable to watch us live will be able to tune in at a later time and watch the program. We are here to educate. We've seen a lot of people making mistakes, especially in the field of immigration and nationality law. It's for this reason that for the past 5-6 years that Fire Live Radio was set up. The whole idea of the station is to do the best that we can to educate the masses. A lot of money I've also invested in, and therefore we don't want it to go waste, and we don't want people to sabotage what we are doing at the studios of Fire Live Radio. We also have a lot of supporters, a lot of people who come in and give up their free time, to help the programs that we do. So we appreciate them and thank them. If you are home and you also want to help, by all means, you come on board. You will also gain some sort of experience about the media. So by all means, if you are home and you think you can also help, please come in, and we will welcome you. If there's any educational program that you can also do to help your community, please come on board. If you host a program, we will also be happy to give you the teachings and the knowledge that you will require in order to be able to host a program, or perhaps to do a program. We have a lot of spaces that we can also allow people to come in and also to do their bit to contribute to the community that they live in. So we thank you very much for all your support over these years, and we thank you once again for being with us all these years. All those people who have tuned in, we also thank you for tuning in. Chief Inspector Morgan, you have just tuned in. I do see you from time to time. Good morning to you wherever you are. Nyamene Hene, yes, champion. The baby, wherever you are, we also thank you for tuning in. Pastor Dan, also thank you for tuning in. Robert Henry, also we thank you for tuning in. And Akuya Usua, thank you for tuning in. And I believe you will share the program with all your loved ones. There has been so many testimonies over these years, and we could not have done it without your support and your prayers. You know, like they say, it takes 2 people to make a baby. It takes the whole village to raise a baby. So we thank you. Without you, I don't think Fire Life Radio will exist. Without you, I don't think Justice and Law will exist. And without you, I don't think I will exist. It's through your support over these years that has kept us going. So for that, we thank you. Today, we're going to be talking about these areas: immigration law and procedures and practical advice. We will keep giving you this practical advice because I believe it's helping a lot of people. I mean, the feedback that we get from every show is unbelievable. And even if you look on Facebook alone, you could see that every program that we do that is published on Facebook, you could see that there is a progressive increase in the number of viewers. Last week's program, only on Facebook, I checked this morning, we have had about 3,100 views, which is about 500 increase from last week. And if you go back the following week, it's 500 increase. So if we keep at this pace, by the time that we get to Christmas, we'll be looking at over 10,000 views only on Facebook a week. So we cannot do it without you. All those positive people out there who are helping a good cause. All those people who are positive out there who are supporting good deeds. We thank you for your direct and indirect support. We appreciate you for all your kind words that you say about us. We appreciate you and we cherish you. May the Lord Almighty bless you. Because I say this, sometimes it's not about what you say, but a man must be judged according to his conduct. It's what you do. So all the things that you are doing, we appreciate you. There are so many people out there who don't talk, but they are doing good deeds to help this radio station and also to help Justice and Law solicitors. We appreciate you and thank you. Today, because of you, because of your direct and indirect support, we are able to come here every Saturday and give you immigration law update in the UK. I believe in giving back. It's not about being selfish, but about giving back to your community so that the mistakes that others have done, they can also ensure that they don't make those mistakes. Because it's sad that sometimes you see one mistake being repeated over and over. Like the Bible say, lack of knowledge, my people will do what? Perish. The Bible also say in the book of Ephesians chapter 6 verse 12, or say, I don't come and fight against the flesh and blood, but I come to face and fight against the spiritual wickedness in higher places. With the Holy Spirit, we can fight and tear them down. And this can only happen if good people like you continue to educate the masses, free them from their ignorance, educate their mind so that they can overcome all challenges that they may face. It's not just about talking, it's about doing the doing the deed. So let's all do the best that we can. Share the program on Facebook, that is doing the deed. Spreading the good news, that is doing the deed. Sending it to your loved ones through WhatsApp groups, that is doing the deed. Because education is the key. Because once people are educated, ignorance reduces And believe in me, you, the person spreading the news, directly or indirectly, could also benefit from your effort to educate the mind of someone. So we all have to do our bit and spread the legal gospel so that the sinners can be converted. You don't preach to the converted, but you preach to sinners. People who criticize us, people who undervalue us, let's just convert them. Let's preach to them. Let's just tell them where they can get the real deal. And these are the people that the kingdom of God is seeking. These are the people that justice and law is seeking, the doubters. So you and I know we can do the best that we can to spread the good news, i.e. the legal gospel. Today, we're going to be talking about immigration law procedures and practical advice. We started last week. We will continue today. We will also look at evidence with particular reference to birth certificate and marriage certificate. This, I will give practical advice because it's an issue that keeps coming to us every single day. We will also look at Brexit timeline. Brexit timeline. Because Brexit, so much has happened that a lot of people do not even know where we are, whether we are going, whether we are coming. A lot of people are confused, so we will look at that as well, and we will talk about that. Very, very important, because at the end of the day, if you don't know where you are and where things are going, you wouldn't know what to do. So we will do the best that we can and talk about that as well. Then we will look at Court of Appeal allowing Home Office to ignore appeal judgments. So same way, Ubeka said, how can a court make a decision and allow the Home Office, to ignore appeal judgments? We will look at that as well. Kasa bebrebe edinipa kotwasim kasa tintinfo emunye din na yen twaso kasa bebre no because sadema we esia na de tu hofo because menya ntoboase akọ case ni mu na de ato obi na oso tie na se won fa tu hofo de a ene wa jejereje because asem atu obi a sebio na enyansafo e de ayede e de atu omo hofo. Making BB so about definition of public funds and duties on sponsors in regards to their undertaking that they give to the Secretary of State or the UK government when they are sponsoring someone to come to the UK and live with them or reside with them. And also beka wan sem na efutu akakra won ye de ama amanfo. And a recoupment of benefit and wages. Recoupment of benefit and wages. Na emre pi no because me de nyame fault. Se omodom dis kan breme ana me de medi aden na omo esa beje de omo sa beje omusika. Eno ye beka ho asem kakra eye afutuo na sebio minim se enyansafo ayetie fire life radio de ye de betu ye ho fo. Se de ya yankofa ehaw bia ema ye ho. Because a kromwa udi se carbonia obefiaba is as simple as that. Na de biam kasa semwe enye sika bia na edi. E kwankra fa so di sika ne ba no, ufa so di sika no. E kromwa ye ni sika rofo sa udi a obefiaba. Eno so ye beka ho asem. Obi wo ho a ofise wadi sika na eno ano no ye ntimi nya ne hwe. Na e kromwa ana meka no. Police officer they overpaid him. Ono kra ne ma ne fe bai. Ono a police officer na ebia sebio wa oji abensika na akwa diska boni na e ka se febra anajo 12 na fe lawyer da akon na obi disturb me peace. This week obi ma me advice bi na metie pa enti me so me de tumi hofo na sebio yesi sebio nyansani anaso obi office onim nyansa ono no nti obi asem na sebio opese osua de a obi susu ka bi na se eto asuma na oso ayede watie bi na de agu kotoku said ya oso kakra wini no obesua bi ayede aka ho na adesua wo hoi ye nsua nwie That is the reality. Until all the time, we have to keep learning. That is the only way that we can do what? We can get some satisfaction and learn from our mistakes and also learn from others. No one is perfect. I'm not here, to come across as if I'm perfect, but I'm not. But one thing that I know for sure is that I will never stop learning. And when someone is speaking, I may disagree with the person, all right. But believe in me, I will be quiet and listen. If I disagree, I will voice my view. It's very, very important that sometimes we need to learn to agree to disagree. Sometimes when you disagree with someone within our community, the person becomes the enemy because we think that the person is not listening to us. But for me, it's very, very important that you also see things from other people's point of view, because it helps us to, if you like, to learn and also to better us as human beings. So let's do the best that we can to learn from each other. That is the only way that we can progress as people. So today, the areas that we're going to be talking about, I have talked about it. So let's go through some of the, I would say, immigration update. And then after that, we will then go through the immigration procedures and also the current Home Office policies in relation to immigration applications. And then we'll talk about benefits recoupment and payment or wages recoupment. And then we'll look at the timeline of the Brexit procedure, the Brexit policies, and what is happening and what is going to happen. We'll also take a slight look at the Court of Appeal approval of controversial rule allowing the Home Office to ignore appeal judgments. We will also look at a decision that was made by the court this week, whereby the headline is a bit deceiving, which appears to suggest that if you are a gang member, it also can be considered as part of the integration into UK community. But if you read the whole judgment, or you read the newspapers, the whole of it, in fact, one judge made such a decision, but that decision was overturned by another judge. We will also look at that. Now let's start with this case, which is a man living in the UK for 56 years. This is not a joke. This man, Michael Braithwaite, a special needs assistant, was told he could not be employed at a school as he did not have biometric residency permit card. Now, I'm going to read it from the newspapers, The Guardian, this week. And basically, this is how it goes. Because I'm going to read it so that you hear it from the horse's mouth and how it has been reported, so that we can all do what? Learn something from this and educate ourselves from this. And it's very strange because I have a very similar case in front of me. And I've been battling the Home Office for 3 years about this. And I will use that as an example to our audience, to our listeners, and to our viewers. When it comes to immigration, do not joke with it. Because sometimes when you hear that this happens to someone, it sounds like a joke. It sounds like a joke until it knocks on your door. Then you know that it's serious. So we have to take these things serious. Because every day, the stuff that comes before us, sometimes it's as if we are dreaming. As if it is not happening. The European dream becomes someone's European nightmare. When these things happen, what is it that we can learn from this? Now listen to the story of this man here. This was published in The Guardian, Monday, 9th of April 2018 at 15:35 British Standard Time. Michael Braithwaite, who arrived in the UK from Barbados in 1961, had worked at a North London primary school for over 15 years when a routine check on his immigration status revealed he did not have an up-to-date identity document. The personnel department got in touch to tell him that without a biometric card, he could not continue to be employed. The 66-year-old lost his full-time job in 2017 after the local authority ruled he needed to submit documentary proof that he had the right to live in the UK. He has been trying for 2 years without success to get the Home Office to acknowledge that he is in Britain legally. The unexpected immigration difficulties have pushed him close to a mental breakdown. It made him feel like, this is what he says, it made him feel like I was an alien. I almost fell apart with the stress, he said. Mr. Braithwaite arrived in London with his family when he was 9 years of age, when his father moved to work for the post office, and he has lived in the UK since. He had always assumed he was British, having attended primary school and secondary school here, and having worked continuously since leaving the school. He married in London and has 3 British children and 5 grandchildren. He said, I never applied for British passport. We thought we were British, he said, because he arrived in the UK before 1973. He has an automatic permanent right to remain. But the introduction of the hostile environment policy by Theresa May as Home Office in 2013 has required employees, the NHS, job centre staff, and landlords to run checks for papers, causing problems for people who do not have documentary proof of their right to live and work in the UK. In short, this man has been living here for about 50 years. He came before 1973. The law at the time was that if you are from what? Barbados, and you come to the UK, automatically you have what? Permanent residency to live and work in the UK. Based on that premise, he remained in the UK without bothering to regularize or to apply for British citizenship. After working in the UK continuously, living in the UK for over 50 years, the job that he's been doing for over 15 years, now he's been told that he cannot prove his right of documentation. For that reason, basically he cannot work in this country. Someone will be listening to me, someone will be watching, and the person might think, how can this be possible? It is not easy, and it is not a joke. We have all heard about the Caribbean Windrush scandal, whereby people unfortunately are unable to prove their right to stay and work in the UK, and that they have even been deported from the United Kingdom. Sometimes when you hear these stories, we think this will never happen to me. But what I will say to you is this is real. It is happening to a lot of people. At least about 3 or 4 cases have come before me, Lawyer Darko. And I can assure you that this is not an isolated incident. I have had a case that I'm still battling with the Home Office. This gentleman has been in this country since 1977. He claims that he was granted indefinite leave to remain. Unfortunately, he has lost his passport. He's working as a shop manager. Before he knows it, Home Office have contacted the shop that this guy doesn't have the right to stay in this country or even to work in this country. His job was on the line, at risk. He came to see me, he narrated his story. And to be honest, at first, I doubted him. I was thinking, how can this be possible? What are you talking about? You've been living here since 1977, and you are telling me that you cannot prove your right to be in this country. I doubted it. I didn't want to believe the story because I felt this is just too good to be true. This may not be the case. This may not be true. So, what did I do? I listened to him. He was able to bring one or two. And I thought, okay, fair enough. The taste of the food is in the eating. Let's just do the best that we can and see what we can gather in terms of evidence. Let's see what we can do for this gentleman. Whilst his job was at risk, I had to get him something first. And then we can continue with our investigation with the hope that we will be able to get proper evidence to be able to challenge the Home Office. You know, the sad thing about this type of cases is this. Home Office will not deny that you have indefinite leave to remain. All that they will say is this: prove it. If you claim that you have indefinite leave to remain, claim it. Prove it. And these are cases that people have been living in this country since 1970s. If they lose their passport, big problem. So in the end, in this particular case, I had to go and basically fight for him on the basis of long residency. And this man had to start all over again. I.e., 2.5 years, 2.5 years, 2.5 years, 2.5 years for 10 years. How fair is this? But the reality is this: he who alleges must prove it. That is law. If you claim that the Home Office have given you permanent residency or indefinite leave to remain, you have to prove it. I have researched deep into this area, and especially challenges faced by people like Mr. Braithwaite. And from my investigation, from my research, in fact, information has been obtained by one newspaper, I don't want to mention the name, whereby it became obvious that those people who have been granted indefinite leave to remain, if they do not submit any application to the Home Office, or they don't have any contact with the Home Office for a period of 10 years, there is some sort of policy for their information to be taken off from their system. So you can imagine, if you've been granted indefinite leave to remain, say 1980, since that day you have not had any dealings with the Home Office. So what's going to happen to you? Home Office, from the information that we have learned or know, will simply do what? Will simply wipe your details from their records. So they wipe the details from their records. You are unfortunate enough to lose your passport. What would then happen? They will simply tell you that if you think you have indefinite, prove it. And if you cannot prove it, then what happens? Unfortunately, you will end up being chased by the Home Office to leave the country. So it is very, very important for me, once you obtain your indefinite, you waste no time. You need to take further steps and do what? And get your British citizenship. One will say, what is the difference? There is a difference. Because when it comes to British passport, my feeling is that those details are kept for a very, very long time. So the chances of the passport people wiping up your records, apart from maybe being dead, whereby they may ask for the passport, because when a relative dies, you have to pass their passport to the passport office. And at that stage, they may do what? They may take the details into archives. So it is very, very important that once you are alive and you have your indefinite, you take the second step or the final step and get your your British passport or British citizenship. Because by doing that, I believe it could save you a lot of headache for some of these things. Not only that, if you are working or if you are at somewhere, someone say, why can't the Home Office put them into archives? I think it's all down to money and all this austerity. Because if you put them in archives, someone have to maintain it. Someone have to look after it. The question is, who's going to pay these people? You know, so because of maybe savings, because of money, it has led to this. You know, so there are, you know, commenters also coming. There are also a lot of Africans who are facing similar challenges, and it's very, very important that we bring it to fold. It's also very, very, very important that do not sit there to find yourself in this situation before you do something about your immigration status. Because if it can happen to someone, it can also happen to you. So for me, I think it's a lesson that we all have to learn. Because at the end of the day, if these people, some of these people, they have had this sort of information back in the days in 1950s, 1960s, 70s, 80s, 90s, I don't think they would have basically made this mistake by sitting there. Even today, believe in me, some people still think that it's a waste of money. You'll be surprised. When you are try to advise someone, they tell you that what is the point? Because British passport and Ghana passport with indefinite in it, the same benefit. If you are going to bring your wife, the same law applies. But I always use the volcanic ash. Some few years ago, Iceland, there was a volcano that was spewing ash, and because of that there was an issue about flights. Planes couldn't take off because of the dangers that this volcanic ash posed. In the end, this country have to send a ship to Spain and and some of these what do you call it, Mediterranean countries, and all those British citizens who were stranded, they were allowed to board for them to be brought home. The British citizens went on the ship first, and later on those who had indefinite, they were also looked after. Yansha Guantanamo Bay, when people were arrested, detained unlawfully, when it came to bringing them back home, what then happened? Those British people, those who were holding British passport, when you look at the figures, those people holding British passport were allowed to come home first, because those were treated as a priority. And then later on, those who had indefinite leave to remain, the UK government did what he can to bring them back home. So the idea, the perception, the concept that British citizenship is equivalent to someone holding indefinite is the same, I think, is a fiction. It is not true. Do not deceive yourself with this, because at the end of the day, I always say this: if you can get it, go and fight and get it, because it will help you. All this nightmare about every year employers asking people, where is your passport? Have you renewed your visa? Have you done this? Have you done that? Those people who show their British passport, most of them, they never ask them any question about their immigration status. But if you are holding a Ghana passport and any foreign passport, unfortunately, the employer have to cover their backs, and therefore, indirectly, you become some sort of a target. You're going to be asked every now and then, you know, to provide evidence of your right to stay and work in the UK. If you are able to get your British citizenship, all this hassle, all this ritual that you have to go through every April also ceases. So for me, it's a big lesson to everyone. And we must also not forget that if you have indefinite leave to remain, and you stay outside the UK for more than 2 years, there is a risk that this visa could be what? Could be revoked. Because once you have been granted indefinite, it comes with condition. And the condition is that if you stay outside the UK for more than 2 years, you will lose that visa. Unless you are able to prove to the Secretary of State that you've always had an intention to return back to the UK. But what I will say to you is very, very difficult to prove your intention to someone. Who knows what goes through another person's head? So it's also very, very important that we bear this in mind and take this into account when we are making decisions as to whether to apply or not. A lot of people allow economic considerations to take priority about peace of mind. People look at the cost of it. Oh, British citizenship, it costs too much, over 1,300 and something pounds. And the lawyer is also going to charge me. By the time I get a British passport, I'm spending over 2,000 pounds. This is too much money. Why should I waste that money? That is the concept. That is what people say. Why should I waste that money? Now, let's look at Mr. Braithwaite's example. He's been out of work for how many months? For 2 years, 24 months. Since 2007, he's been off work because there is an issue about his right to work documentation. If this man was in work from 2017 to now, no doubt he would have worked and saved more than 2,000 pounds that he would have used to apply for his citizenship and also the lawyer's fee. Economic consideration, if you allow that to take precedent over peace of mind, you find yourself in a mess. So the moral of this particular story is that do not sit there. Do not waste your time. You need to do whatever it takes to get your British citizenship, to get it out of the way. Even if you don't want the citizenship, you can always give it up at any time. I know that some people have political ambitions. Some people have presidential ambitions. They have been told, for example, in their country of origin, they cannot hold two citizenship. If they want to become a president, member of parliament, and certain key positions. But what I say to you is this. I don't know every law, but I know a bit about Ghana law. The Ghana Constitution, and especially the MP and the president. When they look at the Ghana Constitution, if I'm not mistaken, Article 10 or 19, it sets out the criteria for an MP and also the president. Just take your time and read through the criteria. And I am very sure, because I did check this about 5-6 years ago when I did the barrister's course in Ghana. When I did the barrister's course in Ghana, what it tells us is this: the qualification of a president of Ghana and the qualification of a member of parliament in Ghana. It does not say that if you have previously had any other nationality, you cannot become a president or you cannot become an MP. From my memory, what it says is this: at the time of making the application, or at the time of applying to become an MP or a president, you must have only one Ghana citizenship. So if you have that presidential ambition, or perhaps if you have that member of parliament ambition, that should not be an irritation for you to apply for British citizenship. Someone will be watching me and say, oh, this lawyer wants your money. That's the reason why he's saying that. The fact is, yes, I want your money. And when you come, I will provide you with a service, and a quality service that in the end will give you peace of mind, so that you don't pick up the phone at 12 o'clock and call me, and when I don't pick, you criticize me. So by saying that, I'm saving my criticism, I'm saving you from criticizing me, and I'm also trying to give you a peace of mind. Because at the end of the day, like they say in Latin, mens sana in corpore sano. A healthy mind is to be in a healthy body. Ceteris paribus. All things being equal. If you are right, I will be right. And therefore, it's for this reason that I'm homing in on this area. The Windrush issue has brought so many things into light. Now, people can see the injustice that is going on in this country, especially when it comes to immigration. But then again, we allow this injustice to come to us. Because at the end of the day, if Mr. Braithwaite, when he came in the 1950s or whatever, you see, if he has boarded at the time of his youth to apply for his British citizenship, he will not find himself in this situation. Someone will argue he has brought it upon himself. One will also argue the system is not just. But the reality is this: we don't have a perfect system. Anywhere that you go, there are flaws in the system. So you have to make the system work for you. So when I see people sit there and they complain, but they don't do anything about their situation and their circumstances, they make me laugh. It's like sitting at this studio, someone will be watching, and the person will say, oh, the microphone is so low. Yet, the person will not drive it to your attention to say that, oh, lawyer, oh, those people at the studio, we are outside, but, you know, it looks like it's very low. Can you up the volume? This is called progress. Progress. These are the lovers of progress. But the enemies of progress will criticize, but yet they will put in nothing. Zero. Constructive criticism is good. But criticism without any constructiveness is vanity, is wickedness. So for me, if you want to criticize someone, you also have to show the person the way. If you can tell me, hey, lawyer, you are shouting too much on the radio. Oh, maybe next time can you volume your voice a little bit? This is called constructive criticism. But someone who wants to kill your business, someone who wants to kill your soul, the person will make criticism but will offer nothing in return. That is the work of the devil. It's as simple as that. So if you are going to criticize someone, be prepared to offer the person an alternative. So I look here and I look at Mr. Braithwaite. I'm looking at it from one angle. 1950s. Your children are British, your grandchildren are British. Were you sleeping, Mr. Braithwaite? That is the brutality of it. But at the same time, I'm asking myself, should we have a system that will not recognize such an individual? So whilst Mr. Braithwaite made a mistake by not doing anything about his status, we should also not have a system that will not be able to keep track record of individuals' activities. So therefore, we're stuck in the middle. What do we do? The advice that I can give to you, our listeners, is this: do not sit there for such situation to occur. Because if you don't do anything about your circumstances, you'll be calling me at 12 p.m. or 12 a.m. and I will not be able to answer. All that you will do, oh, this lawyer craft on fire. Who is on the fire? It's not me. You'll be the one burning. So the reality is the reality. You know, we need to do our homework. We need to do what we need to do so that we prevent. Like they say, prevention is better than what? Why do we have to sit there for these things to happen before we say mi hu yanka? Se entie any onwam etikopo. Se bana se ka sansem we ya, enye se bi obisika ne ye pedi. Oh, sebio. Mano de sumina so. Empanimfo se de osi atofo no, ono na onim de neto so. Enti se bana se ka nsem a, yenim de yehu no. Aduti na ye ka no. De osi atofo no, ono na anim obi a neto so. Ana se ukosra so bi esi na tofo a. Be ma konkodo, unim kwankro fa so si ye. And very, very important. If you qualify for British passport, don't waste no time. Forget about the money, because the stress a bit in future, no, you regret it. Maybe by that time you would have been old. You may not even have money to do these things, to afford legal fees to fight your case. The case that came before me is so sad. This man has been living here since 1977. When he told me this, I really thought he was lying. I have had hip-hop artists, when they sing like a parrot. When they speak like the queen. And they are being chased to leave this country because they are illegals. And this is not a joke. This is a case that has come before me. 1977, living in this country. This man came to me. I said, David, I'm not lying. From your face, it looks like you don't believe me. And I didn't believe me because I thought, hold on, how can this happen? 1977, I thought this man is telling fibs. He told me his story. I said, you know something? This is what I'm going to do. Under paragraph 276 ADE of Appendix FM of the immigration rules, long residency. Because now you are a manager of a recognized company. Your job is online. They have given you a notice that if you cannot provide evidence of your right to work within a month, you are going to be fired. I sat there, I'm asking myself, how can I help this man? I can argue with the Home Office over and over and over and over. They are not going to accept any responsibility. His job is on the line. He's got kids to look after. He's got mortgage to pay. And this country, the mortgage, the bank, if you don't pay, they don't care. Your landlord, if you don't pay your money, they're going to check you out. So why do you think that you want free advice from Justice and Law every time? So it's very, very important. In the end, I had to go. To be honest, the reason why I believe this man is this. At first, I doubted him. But then I said, I need to check the facts, check the evidence, and see the best that we can do. So we had to go to Inland Revenue and ask for tax records. And believe in me, when I got the records, everything that he said, every place that he has worked, it tallied. And I said, because of your circumstances, let me try and get you something first, so that we can fight the Home Office when you are able to secure your job. So I had to apply for 2.5 years for him. These days, when you apply on the basis of 20 years long residency, it's 2.5 years that they will give you. And you have to complete 10 years before you can get indefinite. A lot of people think that once you are 20 years, they will give you indefinite straight away. Theresa May have introduced something called 10-year route to settlement. So that is the reality. So I had to go and fight for this man and get 2.5 years. Thank God he was able to keep his job. And now I am still battling the Home Office to reinstate his indefinite leave to remain. Only yesterday, I received a letter from the Home Office. Mr. Darko, thank you for your letter of such and such a date. I have gone through our Home Office records. It did not say archives. Home Office records, and we are unable to trace your client being granted Home Office indefinite leave to remain. You see the wording of it. Home Office records. It doesn't say Home Office archives. You know why? And I'm going to tell you why. Through my research, I've also come across a case where this man got so lucky, because every time that he was calling Home Office, he was being told, we cannot find you on our record. We cannot find you on our record. Meanwhile, in Croydon, at the basement, they have certain files there. That the files are just sitting there rotting. And nobody wants to go to that basement. Because this country, the basements, sometimes when you go there, you feel ghostly spirits. I'm not saying that that is the reason why they didn't want to go. But believe in me, you get there and it's so cold and you can hear some wind. You don't know where it's coming from. And all this, so everyone is scared to go to basement. So this man got lucky. The caseworker said, you know something? I cannot find you on our record. but I'm gonna go to the basement and check for you. He went to the basement. This man's documents was sitting there. He saved this man. So I'm not surprised that some of these people, they have the same sort of situation, whereby their documents probably is sitting in some basement, in some warehouse, because their only mistake that they made was not being able to naturalize or perhaps keep their documents in a secured place. Unfortunately, they lost their documents, and this is where they find their situation. This is where they find themselves. So it's very, very important that when it comes to these things, we pay attention and we do what we need to do to make sure that our papers are secured. For me, one of the best ways to secure your papers is to perhaps do what? Get your British passport, citizenship, get it out of the way. If you want to become president of Ghana, you have presidential ambition, you have member of parliament ambition, and you want to go back, there's something called renunciation of citizenship. If you come and see lawyers like myself, any good lawyer will be able to do what? Do the renunciation of the citizenship for you. You have your peace of mind. But whilst that ambition is not close or hasn't come true, I think if you qualify, do the best that you can and do what? And apply, because it will give you peace of mind. I will take one quick break. I'll use this to drink a bit of water, and we will then continue the program shortly. Thank you. Yes, Yamida, Yame, Yanida, wasem the swamp, meaning someone would say now someone edda legal matters, neso, and then everybody ta, yet maybe right on time. Now, I feel, you know, yet me the Yankopon so asem abremo and the AWA through the studios of Fire Life Radio, because there are so many people who are almost here proper deliverance, and you begin a studio, I be booming a deliverance, and say na ye free studio hanamo, and tisana etie, and then ye be sorry what happened, Kasa. Omo here deliverance in a bomb deliverance and send you a free animal. Now, Obonsam and in the agent, yes, Mojano, Ebeka woman, the book of Psalms, chapter 23, or say, a valley nimu, say Udinya media unsuru. Although Femkrana, you know, bad you will still be strong, Gubepi, and Tisana etie. Ene, or say, what's it been called too well? Yes, I'm 23. I'm not saying you want to be careful. Enti eko nyina no na eka sansem no o se de wodi me to a friend say valley of the shadow of death I fear no evil. Yes, sadete enti no eja no cry famous EP because nyame na sem ne ye de eye oja. Enti no minya letter from Home Office. This is what the letter says. You know, we cannot find any record of the Home Office granting your client indefinite leave to remain. But if the person had said, we cannot, find any record from our archives, then that would give me impressions that the person has actually checked. Because archives, to be honest with you, that's the last thing that you are going to do. So, we also have to do what we need to do to make sure that we don't fall into this category, this ring rush scandal, because there's a lot of Africans facing the same situation. A case has also come before me. Someone came into this country when he was about 3 years of age. The person was granted indefinite leave to remain. The person was included in her mother's passport. That passport has lost. For me, what pains me is this. The mother went on to apply for her own British passport. Why, as a mother, you would not apply for your child? It baffles me. Up to now, I can still not understand as a parent. You felt the need to secure yourself, but you did not feel the need to secure your child. There can be so many reasons, but believe in me, every time I remember this case, I get angry. I don't know her circumstances, but if she does not have any very good reason why she did what she did, I think God will ask him. God will ask her. Because when I remember this case, it annoys me. And believe me, when I was told this story, I made her sweat. I made her know that I could not believe how a rational person can do this. But then again, we are not all rationals. So sometimes you have to do with what you've been given. But I was surprised. I wasn't happy at all. I was not impressed at all. And she could not give me any sensible reason why she did not sort the child out. Obatampa. And I didn't know me, and I said it to me, and I said it GDA. And I saw what didn't know about for dear manema. Obatampa. Samampa, and you turn about Aberdeen. If we are so baby, we are here. Memeji within, name be Jedi. Are very, very important. Obi wa person obi ehu no, person oji ni din. Enye din abeji no. Name aseme be kan fa wo ho, the character. What you do. Because this case, I was so angry. I said, what? You have gone on to get your British passport and you left the child out there to dry. How can you do that? Someone is listening to me and I'm telling you, this is so common within our community. Mothers, wake up. Fathers, we got to wake up. So many cases have come to me like this. And I did not hesitate. I did what I could to advise them. Majority of people took on the advice, and believe in me, they have made sure their children are now holding British passport because they had the same mentality. Ukita indefinite there and one no. Okakoye passport a waste of money. Who told you that? Who born dog? A waste of money. Now connection mana sebio odi unua bi ba a wokotu asike fi bi e ma no no a odi ne ba na nkratan kan ho no ono kra you were happy to pay one can say is kefi na oba sebio waba ekwan papa so British passport and naturalization okoya akoso asen ye to designer shirts, designer this, designer that. Na ye ma British passport ye mpese ye be na se asem koto no a me lawyer da kuma da atwi me munyam feeling no na obe frame me at the wrong time na se mentimi amfa na utwa madapa na tu fie na de uhia ekeka nsem hunu. Why do we have to sit there until say the fire is at our back before we start moving? About time that we become conscious about these things. Because it's happening and happening and happening. And if I tell you, this guy is a very, very talented musician. Some of the songs that he has sung, because of confidentiality, I cannot go there. When you see the music videos that he's done, places that he's meant to go, awards, but he cannot travel. How can he travel? Not only that, there are musicians who have written very good songs. People have sung those songs. Those songs are very popular. They're winning awards. They've been invited to places they cannot go. People think they are British, that they are caught in this trap. And this is not a joke. This is a very serious matter. One of them told me, I hate my mother. Also, mami edina bro. And this is not a Ghanaian, you know. This is a Jamaican. He told me, David, I hate my mother so much. I said, why? I said, every opportunity that I get now, I cannot do anything because of my mother's foolishness. These are his words. He feel bitter. The mother came to me crying. I said, David, I know I made a mistake. When you see my son, please try and talk to him. Let him know that it wasn't my fault. I was in a bad marriage. You see, sometimes people go into a marriage and they go with their head, their heart, their body and soul. Their own flesh and blood they will ignore. But people must not forget. I say ebusia and the siefunu. People must never forget. Because udio bibe wiasia e wasedio. No one have to force you to look after the child. It's your obligation. Tina Bible say, "So one show ba or no wasem." It's a mistake that a lot of people are making. For me, it's very, very important that we wake up to these realities. You know, this guy is a very, very talented musician. You know, and his story, every time I remember too, it breaks my heart. Because those days, okay, naturalization and senkwana kabitria. I mean, come on. I did a board, you know. Yeah, the winam. I am pasosu. I didn't craft any say. There be a boa na chidom chuchadi namano. Take it tail. And no ojun kwani gum. O we are na moye kakraka. I remember ni bi hu so form. Unim se wuku ho. It's very, very important as a secure the children. So what I'm be secure who are fine. You are adult, you can make your own decision. But the child, you have to do what is in the best interest of the child, not your best interest. Say child benefit I would not be a macro and patch of fireman and can't project home. And very, very important because it doesn't say adult benefit, it says child benefit. It's for the child. If you're not going to save it for the child, at least do the right thing. Save it and naturalize the child for the child to become British so that these problems, this Windrush Square scandal, it doesn't happen again. Because history has got a funny way of coming back at different stages of our life. It's happening now. You might think 20 years time, this will never happen. Mark it on the wall. Today is 2019. Plus 2039. Mark it. By grace of God, we'll be alive. By grace of God, Fire Life Radio will still be going strong. By grace of God, if it's not me doing it, someone else will be doing it. And they'll be repeating the same stuff that I'm talking about today. Because, unfortunately, it's that the parable of the sower, some of the seeds will go on fertile grounds, some of them will go on the rocky grounds, and some of them will go to what do you call it? You know, these places. Some will germinate, others will be destroyed. So it's very, very important that we limit the chances of this repeating to a lot of people again. That is the reason why today there is a need to talk about these things. Because from my research, after 15 years, if you have indefinite leave to remain and you have not submitted any application to the Home Office, they will simply wipe your their system off. Your name will not be there. If you lose your passport, they will simply say that we don't know you. If you think we know you, prove it. The letter that I received yesterday, that's exactly what it says. Mr. Darko, we don't have anything about your client on our records. If your client believes the Home Office issued him with indefinite leave, he should bring his original passport, bury the indefinite leave stamp. Meanwhile, I've already told this guy, say, he has lost it, and he's telling me bring it.
Go cook it up.
So I don't know whether I'm anti-brofona and that's not an anti-brofona. So So these are some of the challenges that people find themselves in that we also have to learn a lesson from. Number 2, judge says foreign criminals should stay in the UK as gang member. It is not true. This is a case. Turkish national Toga Binbuga, 29. He came to the United Kingdom with his family when he was 9 years, and went on to be convicted of offences including robbery, assault, and burglary. He has been linked to North London Get Money gang. So he's named, or he's called, homegrown criminal. In 2014, Home Office tried to deport him, and he started appeals upon appeals upon appeals. Strange enough, one of the appeals, one judge concluded the Home Office cannot deport him. Why? Because he's a member of a gang. That shows that he has integrated into British community, and a gang form a subculture. Interesting. This shows, it's a area say, ubetimi atwa obiti, obi be defended. So obi ade na only bold people, brave people are able to face the fact and tell the truth. But sometimes you have hypocrites and parasites. They will defend the undefendable. But the reality is that when you think you are burying a seed, God will be planting it. The same act, but different outcomes. When you bury something, you finish it. But when you plant it, you do what? You give it new life. It will germinate and it will grow. So this guy, when he was told that being in a gang means he's integrated into UK community, he thought that was it. Home Office appealed against the decision, and the decision has been overturned, because integration means good integration, not bad integration. So if you are naturally born bad, you are going to face the consequences of the law. Now, either this guy has been deported or Home Office is going to deport him. Simple as that. And to obi ye bonia, men ko gina won so ne so. Obi di bonia, men ka say enye hwe. Because at the end of the day, it will catch up with you. Boni na catch you no. It's as simple as that. Because you cannot end the bonus and found hunisa. Because in Yami or Onayo. Ye piano. I say having William. One catch rail. So above, so below. A William is soon or Tina fish ate me free hobano. Heaven and one yet is no. As I see so. Yenina. I am a Yakumo Bejeji. If people don't know, Tammy Susano, aeroplane, a tour. If he say Abuchi will be because aeroplane a covium. And so covium a Saba form. The law of gravity. And Tidon Papa, it has catch up with him. All his criminal past has catch up with him. He's got his mother, he's got his siblings, he's got his brother. They are all in the UK British citizens. Because of the criminality, when you British citizens, say no, he's going to be deported back to Turkey. How he's going to survive, I don't know. Until ye man, yentu omufu ye. Obua neba ewo gangim. Instead, he say obesiki help no. When him say oka ema King David tipe. King David bejaji ne say we bad parent into the besi. Eti say maami bia o dwede num kire nadamfo. Ese ne bako university. Say na ni bay at the prison. Remand. Maami no so de one day wakane bi akire no say me bana akoya akora bone sem. Enti achi natum ye okako face sentence. Enti ada say me court. Na ewiase ehu. Na office o twa ntra kire maami no. Maami ne di ne ba chi court say ye konko sentence no no. Ye wie ne ba ne de na the same courtroom na dey na dan for ne so babae. That down for never know university, no. Sounds with them. I was in a million, I did all year. I said, send me by you, and then you send me catch until I'm castle university, no. A direction or can I know some.
Or criminal law.
Or your criminal law. And you know, it's one of those things. And he said, Sebio, say, I didn't Penwadru. Because, say, Uputu, your friend is saying, cloth be not the cataswa. Hey, yes, you buy at the same saying, Uchu mutaya, a baby. Because Uton Yariswa, Anna, Unyandi, Unya, and Wedru. And you know, say, one can't ya, naturally say, anywhere, because a year, dear, it will catch up with you. And Nuntina, Penny say, Obi etumri, at the chawa. Also, cope kusi, never channel. Because Omina, Omu free CSO, and I say, if a CM. Okay, was sama, Unya wardrobe. Now, by also, we can throw in the eyes of men. You want approval. Now, Obaso so air so far. What does it profit a man to gain the whole world and lose your soul? We say, less than fee, sir. Yensia, Mr. Turkey. She said, Neko Turkey. Now, you didn't do about no deny, ne do one. I was a say, do same gem. Obekrum animal. Not so many things, Edda when him, Unyani free. Now, when you saw, now we said, to trust him. Yabasha, if he said that for him. Now, a chroma de Yamkasa same way, I would never be ungrateful to this country. What here? Now we go on. Anna media, Abrochre. I had sorry call. You saw me say, do Quana Wusu. What yes, I know we go on.
Yeah, tell me who or cano. Yan your chromophone be no more. I'm ye ungrateful. Ye you wouldn't have for
the brain back in my boom, 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 Mr. Positive, boom.
Oh, na me cannot. Yan Ghana phone be no more. Ye you wouldn't have for. If he says, Onya baby, see ya. Obama in your cry, iodine. Atafri bino. Or not the Obakasan and Kwa. Baby, get a British passport. As also no, a drew crosses and in your person bia. No, a buna bamu. And a British passport there for Soban also. Crow say, what tremua, no abacra, and for Soban. Now you can't summon on near the wash you when you so. It is also so warm when you are now. And I said, be away, you will be or for two for papa. I want to catch you say, oh, Minia, British passport today. Seek ye kingdom first. May there be a bro for me, can ye? Seek ye kingdom first, and everything shall be added unto you. Now, ya bebre. Lawyer, Madame Fubika send me children. Now, Oka Samono, me money moya pa, visit me positive me ohono. Obi say me them better radio, sir. No face me papa bia, Sabio, me 7 feet, ampa. Asama Oka say, Abroche de Sabio. Wow. Who knew fast one as I said better Bruchiri ever ye donkey jobs. And I'm a semi dancing. Now more said the Muslim when you answer Mabu PhD in a sephone. I don't think I'm on ye mu PhD in Ghana. Now Mubayan will crumha. Muria Mukwaya, Koboma Basso say, what your by school of Bruchiri. And you know, a tommy was so big can some more. Choni pano. And it only sue. Now also no. Why are they? What for bawum? There be a lawyer can be say, Crowell will be to before. If we are Sankasa will be to before. And I know you have a Padonka Williams. I send you a kind, me and me tea, misery. Yankopona said, yes, no, all free heaven, and Fabi Bimbero, say positive, or the Beffa Nipaso. Nipa never your papa, Nipa never your bonny, and Tinyankopono, only no Nipa, I am a papa, me Mahuno. Hey, Jesus, me name the postcode, me name the fear, coming with Yakamako Swamano. And Tino say, Obitia Brochire, no boo abum, say Brochire Yashia, catcher and say positive, say. Hey, Abrochina Yashi Kran, oh dear, and Yashi Krana, oh Yaria, Obako NHS, you bam with Mamma or Droby. As to Ghana, I be a friend, make us a Ghana, ye, Mamma Yamanisi Bonnie. Na Sabio, Abrochina Apratino, and it is a Ghana, a ye, me positive, Madriano.
Okay, Yanko positive a charge. To them, I mean, come on it down. Now, said the air and penny for Kayano. Yes, a basri ni yana crano, Nantisana Cramaya, or they call a puzzle. And T. Yanko Yanim. And T. Yanko Yanim. I hear you drew. Say you drew your friend say, I know some become wasem overpayment. obi wo ha benefit aban ne mistake ne etuetue skama na ne ni age na waje no odi o se nyame nhira na afa ye koche na afa ba lawyer na se nyame photo omno mutuae se ska no be fiaba ekromu a ye mfo bi sika ni eno de fa hye wadwenem se wo ye adwuma obaabi na se they overpay you unim se hours onye na se by mistake ska beto account ma mesrew go back and tell them say this money has come into your account, you don't know where it is from, or monthly for next wages. Enko fasin bi amrel. Because say yes can be to account na yedian e chrono. A chromwa theft means 1. Obtaining a property belonging to someone with intention of permanently depriving the person of it. And it's adena baho na in some way no ufi say wo kan no atum o fa didia wan hwe o ho be kire. Emrane so emma ho kwan Employment Rights Act say employer not overpay you they have the right to deduct it from your wages. Sasuna benefit laws say omo overpay you they have the right to do what to deduct it. And to be honoma sebio he is not entitled to welfare benefit. And so waji afa kire kwache no na se de kabre na osementi ase na sebio lawyer dakum timbe bi dwene me ho oji iska na wudi no wa me seek advice onkwa na edie o sa tu fi say sebio o ma lawyer ho na lawyer beju seek edi for advice entu beju bedi asembia ni obi atemba bi dwene no na fe omia first letter no ne threat any court any prosecutioner e ho no on frɛ between 9:30 to 5:30 office hours o time or that one yema hye na wabobiri no na wa frɛ on hwe time krokro de be frɛ o frɛ na se went me amfa so a lawyer na o jana se mo frɛ no kra wo mfa osibuoi na wa twa o kama na this week ensem 2BC meka me asere meka me asere ensem 2BC meka me asere na ni nyina so na ye because me I like feedback. I like to know I'm running a business. And if me feedback na constructive na so ma me advice I take it. Obi ba was o number ya o more entino I fa to Facebook and them there to Facebook. Your opening hours me there to Facebook. Say offer between that time na there were 3 people in the office who take phone calls. Na emre pi no obi o ho Sunday afternoon no offer. Inazua. Ba ko mi. Ba ku riba wa saba. Oh, David. You know. And you know, you lawyer mo boka kra. Because on so life. So NTBSP. Yeah, the office number and also office line anytime you the juma Monday to Friday 9:30 to 5:30. You beat me sound. Offer outside office hours and I say before office hours obi any office or befa. First no, let me the office mobile phone coffee. Obi to me from me 2 a.m. Na ma fa phone na ma fight na oni akro no police ache no na ye gya no na ye gya ni wi a o metwa wo fi a wa say nya cheek asaka akro say after all how many phone calls did you make?
Lawyer sama we can eto me bi wo ho a nipa me fi say de
enti sade ne ye gya yo
wona abu be say
me nya sade ni bie mu da because we did pe chia be wu
o say abrewanya abenkwan papa
abrewanya enkwan papa na say o sa
yeah
se krama be gina odina batwe ne pam no
because ashase no ebia odidi amanfo so ma wo mo enufusu because eno asema wuken obi frame na ajo be 11:30 oti positive we so obi tare mu o say opwanyo obi anya complain say lawyer da ho o say na say there lawyer gaga yo o friend na on fa ana me say aden o say ye be friend na ana me say na tambe na ya friend no oh say ya wo wani tua na say ewu ayan sanga tie bo time anaju bi abe 8 ana me say anaju 8 no tambe na almost 30 adwuma o say sin data me yansanka no ya na do ana bi wo ho a ene o fra na to mu na chese wa consider ana me say si ana lawyer o de me ka say wie o say what 11:30 to off na me say hi ana o say na oya de da ana me say afeni o mi say oya de no da oh, yeah, lipa, we are
selfish.
Selfish, obi is selfish. But I will say, baby, yeah, free no. Say, obi, actually, be a seer. Yeah, as I say, best support it. Lawyer, shall see no. Program na meet, you know, me, bano. I will say, yeah, I say, Yamia Jumano. I do a phone idea. I'm no so. enti no ka ye hia manfo a omo beso mu obi wo ho a enka owo gift bi a obetimi aba abeye bibi aboa Fire Life Radio obi wo ho a owo nimde bi obetimi aba be educate obi kura wo ho a sabio machine ya ye fichiri ni oba ebia no onim na ka wabeboa ye hia ensa bebre aka obetimi aboa but obi so wo ho a wotini fie a sabio ono na ensa enko ni ti a ema obi owa odafia no wafre na positive time be na mo start program no ma bi say offer
o mi say so on put say
eno ni asam so mo run business na business na mo run no etese ka mo time no mo di adwuma na me say offer efe da be na wetimi afre Fire Life Radio kura bi say o na sabi mo machines no ekwa be na ya mutimi run e mu ye clear ana say bia mo kura no mo ba e na mo ayede mo nya hoden enti no eto miribu wo wa ya community na ye wo mu no mama ye moa Fire Life Radio ye sha ase me fa se ye kobe emfiensie nie abribia ha no se bibi kranko so aye bodwom wo betima bo otinko enti se wo tifie na wo nim bibi ye na se wo de boa fa be boa na da chi bi no wo susu kofie na wo ba bia oh radio station we mi so no ma play party wo mu but se bibi go wrong wa se bi o kosi ankosi koda nkoda ono a onya hwe na bibi go wrong a e ho no ba kire wo pa bobo se wo ka timu a ene ma kire wo ka ene ma bube
positive bube. Okay, and you know basically very important to say once again say uji sikabine skabiba account to me in a wrong way. Don't try to be too smart. You're gonna have to give the money back, because when giving it back, especially benefit, you can be prosecuted for benefit fraud. Oh, you're lucky, and a man bill CBT back. A criminal no, you prosecute you, and I be a criminal recorder. Say any MP, and your best friend some mistakes, you know, uncle for you know, mamunko yebi. We minimubia no yare cancer. Your chain is a benefit. Your man community sentence. Obeko no order. Ninja easy. Emrano nyawa masa, it doesn't spare you. So and you know very important. I say sadi na ye be die ye be shenin so. Ukoji benefit na wudi na asemba me lo ada kon ba meet me ko fight say me ntuaka e wo se wutua cause wudi na me na hobi. Yes. Ebi mo de £80,000 bill na bro mo ebi mo de £40,000 enye easy. Obi a we di benefit no waje working tax, waje child tax, waje housing benefit, waje child benefit, and also onye adwuma ondo betine fie edi nkrofo atem. We di ne be 8 years afi bi oni beba no na you know bibribe e ba ne sana sebio lawyer bi antimi nya hwe ma, because it's kind of, if you are not entitled don't go there. Me am a client about 2 years ago. Okakoji benefit in am say mami. Your visa say you don't have access to public funds. And if you don't have access to public funds, adentina okako claim working charters credit. Oh, madam for BGB or subetimi and I'm say mami and you be same here dey. Obu samasem me catch it. Also so ye dey subetimi. So why did you call me? Ana ejam catch and say we nim na kwagina asemba don't call me. Madam catch any plain. Ana okoji asembai don't call me, never say what they want it or be frame me. And me so frame me and I'm say okoji was yani ana e dey na esi was say enkrofoni so much visa and I'm so much media any good luck. Wadam for no frame or advice one friend na catch no na on chiro kwan be fa so ana me kate no. Share edru baby a ewiase you have to be tough.
Oh yes.
Because en same say no sebio e yensemfon yenso nsemfon so. Okwa akoji time we ni bi no na o survive o. Time we ni visa no you were surviving. Afi we nya visa no say what yada. Obi na nko ye adwuma ne ente ne tax ne mfan feed you. Ne san fan feed you banka ho, because you are claiming say akra ne papa enhwe no. Na sebio wo ne wo nam gina ho bi. So debia no obi e penkrata me pedem di be ye adwuma. Ne saka ya e na me akoje benefit. Say attitude ni si enya ya emran be sa change you. This time no ye ma 2.5 years, ye ma 1 year. Subject to working. Because Italy sada mo ye. Obenya nkrata just all the year adwuma. Period. say what you must say ankrata say and she said yes kono sana eba odopa market on the wall.
Oh, it's true.
Natano emrene so na say ekruma for ye law ni sana no mo say gina ho e criticize say enkrofo we die enkrofo we
now you waka ye number for your racist.
Let me say social policy adenti neba. Social policy comes as a result of human behavior. And they steady trend. How we react. Now if you just a policy am I
blocking.
And today said you see Canada, you can say public funds are any day bad here. Public funds are your income-based job seekers allowance, income support, child tax credit, universal credit, working tax credit, a social fund payment, child benefit, housing benefit, council tax benefit, council tax reduction, domestic rate relief, that's only Northern Ireland, state pension credit, attendance allowance, severe disablement allowance, personal independent payment, carers allowance, disability living allowance, local authority housing. I said no recourse to public funds. Don't go to binding. Entino munsheni local authority homelessness assistance. Now you know to EFN is saying temporary accommodation. A local authority housing assistance. Enti eno de unima ene yaka ho asem ukoje na se buka usima enu gegrege lawyer da there's nothing that I can do. Me frame me 10 o'clock in the night. I can say lawyer wo frame na more on fa. Because we frame during office hours there is someone to answer. I'm available, we will talk. But we frame time I will feel convenient amount. Now we have free advice. We are seeing Yaminshira and in Yaminshira adani currency. Anna, you did lawyers worker.
Yaminshira they say slogan.
Convenient time. On the time of peace everyone of. Only say we be on the time.
Baby, I will say, yeah, no baby are you free no. Etomre bu o wa. The answer mo kan o kan na say Sabi one can year no be aji when we see bonnet. But me de be amekase kromo ha no. Ye ba nyi sika nkwa na ye pe. Ye besua de. Sabi unhunu obi kan se wo say positive man hunu bibia wa brochire de. Minim time I dey for bus. Time I train to. So ho obi ekofie ni play to ja no because ye na time ye mfa nya adwuma. Enti no se wo ba betena brochire na enema bi wo ho na se wanya obi a o2 we ye free. Ungotua ho sika bi ama wo bi wo se ade we ebia ye de ma wo a wo ye entitled ana wo nye entitled esese oje ana nsese oje but ye no yasom ye hene kwadwo mensa se we sisi na afi ko wi ase a de ye akra ne se kura ye timu a sebi o kura ye timu a se uvi wo yare na wo kita nkrata oni nkrata ye be hunu mobo na ye wi ase ye bisa wasem na so so ye mu bi ne mutimi so pa krowe ena krowe de emrofo dream trimodin emrofo ye races me de meka say yen sebi ba bi afiri ba no yen ne nya sa opportunity yen Ghana fo bi ne mu na sebi me kura positive me ka ho me ye selfish say me ko di Ghana say emrofo British passport Ghana dia enka sebi e bi e kwa me de emrofo no be fa so no e bi kura ka be ye omode sebi oti kromu ha ye ma paper ye si koye adwuma ukoye adwuma so a ya to national insurance obi entie ni yo national insurance ni yeti ato ha ma da achumba bere wa na akwakora ya sa diskana ma se gi na wa ho odin so ate ana wago untimi nya adwuma obi si da bi on de opedi obedi ewu da be na menya 70 ana 50 na ukita adwin we ya ebe de na ikro we se ya kase de hye bi no nsa ebe koso me de mra o mo hye no me positive enya se bia ye nyina si ye free mu na ye free mu a one allergy in
okay. And now say if you have something called restrictions on your stay, you are not allowed public funds, and therefore the only public funds that you can get, and I say the only money that is not classified as public funds for immigration purposes are as follows: contribution-based job seekers allowance. That one you have to contribute first before you can claim it. That one is not public funds. And just in case say you have hit hard times, you can claim that money. 2, incapacity benefit. Maybe you get ill at work and you are incapable. You can claim incapacity benefit. Retirement pension is not public funds. Widow's benefit and bereavement benefit is not public benefit. It's not public funds. Guardian's allowance is not public funds. And a statutory maternity pay is not public funds. These monies can be, they are exempted, and therefore you can claim that. Because of time, let's move on as fast as we can. The next one that I will talk about is also Court of Appeal approves controversial rule allowing the Home Office to ignore court judgment. This is a case whereby this is a case that this guy basically he won his appeal because he made application for indefinite leave to remain. Home Office refused it on the basis of long residency, and he went to an appeal and he won the appeal. Someone called the Home Office and grasped on this person that this person has not stayed in the country as he is claiming, and therefore he's lying. Because of that, Home Office decided that even though the judge made a decision that we should grant you indefinite leave to remain, the evidence that we have suggests that you were not in this country for the period that you are claiming to be, and therefore your visa or your the judge's decision is not going to be followed. I didn't think about ABA or acquire connection. You are going to do baby. The autonomo. Because the more you talk, the more you expose yourself. And sometimes the more you talk, the more you expose your ignorance. Very, very important. Now, let's look at this. Immigration solicitor banned after sham marriage TV sting. This is a case where someone went to an immigration solicitor and told the immigration solicitor that I'm doing fake marriage. I want the solicitor to help me to do it. This man sat down and told the person, oh yeah, I'll be able to help you. I can do this for you. I can do that for you. Basically, he was entrapped and he was caught in immigration sham. Because of that, he's been struck off, and now he will possibly face jail as well. His firm has been closed down. I remember someone came to my firm about 2-3 years ago and said the same thing. I told the person, my friend, get out of my office. Or the coach maybe say me arrogant. Me jame e chiranko chiranko na ma no aduane abebo me na me ma be sofa. Me ko law school say na gina ho bia. E be hwe. David. Sometimes they do baby. Don't care about what someone will say. If what the person is saying is not true, or what the person is saying is nonsense. Excuse me to use that word. Because at the end of the day, so be dini pechia and obey the nipa betono. Now so kofa honchra bro. You have to do what you need to do to survive. And in this case, the lawyer, he made a mistake. As a lawyer, a person with respect within the community say okwako ye fake marriage na dinechi. Enya sem na akwako pa ma ho. Sisi na no aduane abo no school ko ye nyina aye kwa. Sem kwa na obetua woka. Mo training say as lawyers no monye careful. Mama sika enim. Very, very important because our profession we a noble profession. Meske di wanim na baby eske wo bia so ho na abekwa. Masa obe ententan obe yerem. Enti yen hye nenso. Yesese akokɔ ana sɛ de empo. Anya akokɔ anoma so obekɔ nsu a ɔde na no na ye kora. Because we need kora no de asensu no. Sɛ umpo ho asem na akɔ prepare ho abegi wani so. Enti yen hye nenso ho no. De meka biem ne sɛ ebeye okay, overpayment, we talk about it. Yanka Brexit timeline na afi yemi amatro for YouTube na yefa djumadi na yemi YouTube na ye sharp na crash delivery stone for intimimra and me ametra be answer phone calls no mo mo free nyina mo free ne yenhwe ese mo free man from se bi twamachi wo hapa afi yanko Brexit ediana esi ya yeni tua ese yeto abasi be free European Union yeto abani wie no ana Theresa May eko give your friend saying a notice ese 29th of March be free mu yeni tua no 29th of March or kind Brexit means Brexit in the end omo who said we cannot agree to the agreement, and therefore a new date was set, which was yesterday 12th of April. Once again MPs voted say we cannot come out without a deal, and the kone ba gidi sa and I still that's with team afi crowd anybody hoso yes see free mu 12th of April there the next day bit me free May 22nd and so am for share so much say enye adwuma enti forget it. Afi Theresa May had to go back to Europe yesterday or 2 days ago to ask European Union for further extension until autumn. The date now October 31st of October, and as he said there kwa kwashe see be free man see free mu aban ensa kan enti e be hwe di ABC at the moment nobody knows what is going to happen. But now Brexit and I say European nationals and their family members. Or more activity or more settlement scheme, ni pre-settlement scheme, no. Now settlement scheme, ni pre-settlement scheme, no. To be honest, it can be a bit annoying, kakra, because process are be feminine. It can be a bit ridiculous. I feel be you cry no, unya answer. You are supposed to get answer straight away, and so be now akwa acknowledgement. I feel credit do be supposed to nema we bra and now. So many mistakes koso obu a watere kruma for 10 years eso mo confirm say enipa no or when ya permanent scheme visa obu so much say when ya permanent scheme visa because the record search it doesn't tell you say why you ejuma 5 years, which is not true, but it's one of those. It's beginning and we are hoping say with time it be improving. And there has to be so immigration application. Say most of the applications you do it online. You book an appointment, you go to the Home Office and submit your documents. Now, kona se bi unyi lawyer bia odi wachi. Na se asemoto na be frɛ lawyer dakon at 7 p.m. Na se mentimi amfa. Men ko gina ba bi entwame ese wa frɛ lawyer na onfa. Because our opening hours are from 9:30 in the morning to 5:30 in the evening. It means repeat. So pese ye adwuma ma na ye fe. So pese fe na wunya ye ya. Free between 9:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and then at office hours. Mobile phone and my personal mobile phone. Me personal mobile phone crano, me febim because encrofor the amount of forces he say yeah personal beam about your public mobile phone. 80 number no crime media mamiba and 2 from Banner Befa, untimi wow. To say office number no say one fa office number no one friend also. Now be so be frame me personal number Sunday no pana betiti me and ya dia binyame. Aha, and yes, Abia may chere me ho, sebio, SMS me dwene me ho, because time so rest no, so resting. Yesterday, I seen ya me pan sendi ni pay. Positive, only sama kasada.
Say come in for window.
Une obi a wo akwa ba kasada.
Baby.
Eno am libi kasai.
Sir, e ba ne say chere me.
E wiase ehu, aya ise sama ni wiase. Me de me hu sama he that, me de me se sama wiase me gidi pa. This is a client who came to see me yesterday. To be honest, I can say mami sheki. O se wakọ adwuma. O ye adwuma sa na ni ba ne ho so.
Oh.
Now at the hospital. 2 months atwemu. Or that hospital 2 months in coma. Because why ye adwuma sa o se no that 3 hours. Jo kaya no. Eso wakọ adwuma na ni ba ne ho so. Na chese or the hospital. Baby or dano, sebio, doctors air your radio mo won empani wo. Because who we won pani be said your body ni bitimi as aye yi kakra. Na me shame. O sin or that 3 solid hours. Every day or boy you 7 days. And me we actually me say oh yeah you ma home. And he say from 9:30 to 5:30 my phone is switched off. Because positive, so when you daji answer ho yare a obinya daji simple as that.
Na even pose one humia on say to me that no and me nye adwuma ni ye emma from so you need that rest.
You need a rest.
You need that rest.
And you best peace so person friend ni adwuma pamawa for the right time because sebio a small can to be who dream. Or see
oh, because see and you know who's a me abomi pusa na me. Because utu money for no utu ko bi okraso for.
Yeah.
Because ya hwe ya said okay. I know the nyame na domo and wakwaba. Enti na the end of the day no.
Yeah, and sana etie enti du ba bia e so oje wa home. Enti me na so 50 minutes say 9:30 to 5:30 na me dey adwuma. After that switch your phone off because me kasa asimu I said you be me frame me 8 p.m. na one fa ko gina ba bi say o frɛ lawyer na won fa. Sometimes so unfair because by saying that you are putting someone off.
Yeah.
Every person oba ho. But to the question nipa na dwudim say o frɛ nipa na won fa. Ana sase me case yasim bi so. I don't know, man be so by. On the crowd about Thursday. Ah, o kan hear the year serie. O say na ye ni yere case bi. O de akoma lawyer bi o. Case ne court aka be 3 weeks to the court hearing. Me wa chinchira ma minister dey will be case na free o de bre. Me no say no. What twe ni paneka? Why bibia wi? To why are you bringing it to me? It doesn't make sense. My mini born any knows no say lawyer mesrew. I don't want to go back there again. And Tinache say I have no choice. And I'm a G case, you know. And I'm so koji fan emra. To be honest, okoje fan by mbufu. because shady job akwana ye no kokokota could be lose. Na me say na any be catch and say regardless take the case from there. Or GKC by we have to prepare second bundle to go to the court. Your call your mammy winning the case. Papa is so dear kofane maba or lawyer be or the command. So time no their command before somebody who me. Oh lawyer case you court as a case with ye any day case with ye 50-50 and today any oh lawyer no be sending pan said no way. Uncle him not some can call the braille. And in that you say and as me GKC giddy nyame call your call winning case no. Now fear no boss say me bad many aji. And I'm saying was because I feel free to talk to you. I feel like say you are listening to me. Me media no do team anymore no. Ni hu nya me send do TV efa phone calls. Because positive, so we better when him. That's our problems are. Yeah. I have to make sure say by the time any pan be kono, na so much no. Yeah, it's true. So na small kai, enti make us same way. O see nipa na the number ne ma wo mo no. E ka kire mo say, lawyer we, adwuma de komana, obey a very good job for you. Na ninya e din pa. Ano bisa ansa dey. O see o friend na wunya no. Ano sa dey na friend na nya no. So office. Ade na won frɛ office wo no wo frɛ nipa na ɛfa wo tio bi kaso nya comment na wo answer phone calls enti no so be so no na kasa at any time there so it will not make sense. What's the point of employee will be so enti me enti on dey sebio ne yɛ de frɛ ya wo anyam yan kasa ene man kasa no ana ka kyɛ ne yɛ say call the office and speak to someone or frɛ ya or speak to someone you book appointment man no or buy so me ana obi hu me so enti no ne age pa a che say all kan ye dia siri and I'm say e true ebi mo kasa asem no but unfortunately no omo nka ne kure ni nyina because sebio law firm wa frɛ obi a wa fa bia no ye jima law firm wo sa appointment na pese obuku a pese me book appointment bi hu Mr. Dako e da say no ya available simple but obi also so a adwen kese o be frɛ na onya wa oh lawyer me case bi lawyer bi o na yede kokot we na me dia ba dia na me nsan fan kan ho me na me kire lawyer na si do sinya na adwuma na onye wi a o say me beat lawyer no sometimes no fra you will not get me you know because you have to go through reception so when you brea obeba now I'm glad they say omo mani abre no omo ba omo mani mre ye no metua da mama no do te no ka say o frɛ ne kra wunya no so you are not prepared so wo so be say wada age aba na ya chiro ekwampa na beboa no instead no one day odi beje adwuma no onya yo odi ba ko tue ska mo bi a onye lawyer na nipa kro no a charge na ba £800 and I said £1,000 and I said £2,000 one day who ko adwuma nya say ska no you don't get that money and so you are happy to throw that money away and in a time we are say yeah analysis now you look at the bigger picture na yentimi good analysis na emwa nyina. I'm not saying this in a form of arrogant. I'm not saying this in a form of attack, but I'm saying this to educate us so that next time no ufre na se bi obi adwuma law firm na so far obe so be hu lawyer kwa de anya big deal odo wo question bi mpa ka kire nipa no me less busy independent me catch him so oh lawyer obi frey or say what do I say to the person back my pass on message ni nipa ne de amount na account mama e ba ni sa na e ma wunya quick information because me positive say obi twa kwan from Scotland e betina mani ma me gina phone so no obi ni ko it will never happen because sebio do not say na daje no so wadwuma ko on so obi biye oni bibiye kra na odinaka e krom obi no one naka
na ya twa no
so
adwuma ye
entina
obi edidi won adwuma ho sabio obi ani wa krom ha no ya ye ka obehwe se obehwe ohema sika da ni ti so obi aba etu bata na eye se ye community no se ni nua ebi adwuma the moment oni pa no be ka me se ana oka ni krom oka twi kasa na oka nkra na Ghanaian language no ade kakra ma hu ni se yemfa obuo ankasa no yemfa ma ye ho edienti amekasa ne se ebia enye law firm pekeke sometimes no ultra other radio stations obu ho a obia oye doctor na pharmacist na bibi otimi educate na ebia sebi won so no nyame adom wa bie ne small office but the moment onipa no obebugu sebia o me pese me behu doctor na se me pese me behu lawyer no the moment onipa no be ka twi no se onipa no hu sebia on na ye reception a opese chinchin a Only doctor na say only lawyer ne kasa. But ya bebre say ye mu bebre no ye frɛ different firms a ye se be emrofo. But when you frɛ obroni firm say oye whatever Asian or ye den say wo frɛ law firm. The moment only pan be come brofo no, the question is say, oh, how can I help? Oh, I want to see the lawyer. Only pano obebi say what is it about? Asam krobu ha brofo no ntimi kan ye so can you ono na beka say can you book me? Enti ye besere say mama yesa oh mama yesa sa zero no enwura your community because sebi o yawo ye ma okromu ha yawo nkwala wa ha enkwala na yawo mo no ubi sa Ghana ni bia say oh me pese me baba ye doctor me pese me baba ye say obi apese o ka de papa ma ne ba na sebi o baba ye lawyer na say wo ti waka say o Ghana ni lawyer de e de na obetima ye oh me pese me ne lawyer na obi kro ho a sebi phone calls ni bi ba na sebi odidi e bodompem
asaka cho say me didi
metimi ni lawyer na kasa oh obuo eniye mu ntimo ma ye nsua ye sere ye nyina ne ye nsua de enti no said ye friend law firm bi ye ko ye dwuma cross lawyer me example say Ghana ni ye supervisor
ye
manager ye respect no but say sebio obi ye isi European ni
se broni pete kra na ye Ghana
ye hu na ne ye ho po eduru mra ye community no mo me ye fa ni die man obi a position owo everything I said, we will have and I can't afford morning. And I say, because we were quite why you're late, who chrome never catch us, say, Minia Brantam Kakra, and I will tell a hundred. And yes, Remupi, ye mummy in Shia, they are why I must also daching.
Yet must be set time in tea. You have bonnet town yet me for phone calls 1 or 2 be not say, ye did you no idea, abane we, Sassos is a coto eddy and ibre efa adia emodua, na pre ana ebu. Mobile soon as a 1 qua, would you any so? Ye be a matrophone not to me for telephone lines be 2 or 3 binafino, ye did you no abane we, Mr. P. Ye started or so for by I see a phone show and I eat me call your name. And ye be a matrophone not to suppers of fra number no 0203 882 0203 882 8482. Aha, sana etie ubetimi afre number no egu screen so opese ofra by almost ubetimi idea afre ayegu so ayetwem call ye fa 102 bi na afi na digumadi na aba na wie anytime ene enti be street so opese ofra this is the time to call obi o betna obeka so obi in France and send no afre so one friend tema ene na chese ye kwa no usimani ha fidia uyi eja wajo number no krama moni King David boma me ne onko na family so King David bomba me King David kasa wo King David kasa
person be bisa question say proud say obi be friend no that person be bisa
anyway I'm for afraid that enti no your number no cry say mpu family so 0208 0203 0028482 that's right number no 0203 0028482 so person offer any friend tem na che say your money bede na yefe yenko yenim bede tia ya ye ni sumi na so Mr. Boache Ababelande Telford yenko
lawyer me chia ni positive na lawyer me chia mu ni positive
ye jo so pa
we dey so do kind say born taw na say obi mbere
ai
we dey mi ankasa na mfa say meka e fa me me shi obabi na mi say ono no okuta afebo na odi no kunu ntema ibasa a che say awalija ye kura a che say edemu batenyanki eyi na menso ne me yire ntema ibasa di mechanic tie nyina ne say me wo yire eno no nso okunu bato bia enyae awale ewo nkrata so na yamfa ne say sei no me na kabu na me pese e bia me de me move free mi fie ekoni fie e ho no na me buta say yen shede nyae awale papa pa sa na ebi ono nso won sheda enyae ni kunu papa sa na me tukosne ni fie say bia me na twem ko ni mu odin a ebe ye ya na efi say ya na me tie wo nsem no fa awale gya ye ne emra so ne yam pisi obi ya bebu mra na ye tia na me kosne ni fie nso e bia say me di ka fanso cancer house I say me dimi o ma cancer for hu se bia nimpana we etu abetena ha tax credit so so much tax credit for who say nimpana we abeka ho a wote ho na enu na mpese mbusa se meye bibisa emra kwamu no eye anase se meye den ansa na matimi aye saa de no me question what you see ya
metiasie pa basically
so ne be ya empa problem bia no bia
yeah ani emumra so legally there is nothing wrong with it because at the end of the day, you know, say what separate you from a partner, not necessarily separate you from the partner. Say you, and don't say munti mean chimpana. Obi or cry our class, so that's okay, chimpana. And you know, say what worry us what separate you are free to do whatever you want. Only say at some point, you know, any we divorce free one, not just say a silly the deal, not a KBBM. I didn't think I make us the same way. A beya say only obi a chimpana, na moti boom. Na still no on paper no un divorce old wife no ebia nyankopon ato nsem na akwa akodi loto na akwa akoto fie be 5 fofi anto ata na akwa akọ wanye real oba na wonte ne ho no oba be fa bibia so because of the rules of intestacy enti na mremu de bibia and stop from moving in with your girlfriend, but it's also advisable say at some point, you know, you have to do the divorce and get it out of the way. Edasipi, Afe Yanko 1370.
What? Good afternoon, lawyer.
Good afternoon to you. Pacho Hane Kase na ina kase free.
Pacho, your friend me Frank.
Frank na Pacho, I didn't bit me ayama Frank.
No, lawyer, does be one church be proud ya my Abishra. Me Pacho, I ready. My visa dey kakra bi. Me pese me no bia shower. Me pese me fiancé. Nyanye marriage, you know. Na me pese can me invite no as a visitor. Na me pese me say invitation, me documents no say me dey me divorce certificate, previous marriage divorce certificate. In here divorce certificate.
Yes, I would suggest to say who be here say or the back home for them to know say basically you a free man. Technically, you know, say one fan can want and say she, but it's a case where can names were divorced or not be say obi a we married person. We are then as I can be a girlfriend. What kind of thing is this? You know, in European culture, no, if you like, one will say they frown over it, but people do it. But in African context, you know, it's not such a big deal. To make us to avoid any question mark, just add it up.
Okay, thank you.
Right, RCP. After Yanko 6961. Hello, Swabelandi Yanko.
Good afternoon, lawyer.
Good afternoon to you. Pacho Wainina, Yana Kasefree.
Pacho, Medindi Zulu.
Hey, Zulu the Shaka. Yanko, Zulu Abelandi.
And I was saying, it's very educative. Now, I bear some few days and I mean, who news say they are going to fasten the procedure of divorce. Well, Madame for being who and I know friend, so we see me lawyer couldn't be pa Namrano that bay, we must say that bay na Omudiba Juma now feed because or no was in the year 18. The Quanya procedure, yeah, first of all, Krumahano, baby, and not near business. It may be say, Sir, Ayina, or Yahoo, when you someone so that bay never Jumana, never at Sayana.
Okay, and your thing. What was in the year 18 now? Omra the Christ the living stone, you be deliverance. Why? That is one. And you know, a friend and I can say we are going to feed into Fire Life Radio. Now, when Tina Copan Semeba, a be Kenyano, because if you are she, we be no I say, Obacofubi, Obiaso Omrania Mobrano, now you know, Obama when in Geno, now for Babetta no boonsam, no Obabete. Okay, Emrana Abano, and I say, Enyamra Abba, name a proposal. It has been proposed, he said the divorce grounds, you know, as Emranesia, you know. I say, in order to be able to get a divorce without a blame, you know, just say my divorce, so just about separating for 5 years, and then I find a 5 year separation. So when you are separating for 5 years, you simply do the divorce on the basis of 5 years separation. Other grounds, you know, is a blame. The first one is adultery. Because a part or other party now avoid your mind, and I say the behavior, a put you off, and I say we deserted for 2 years, and I say 2 years separation with consent. enti no ama dadwene ho se saade no kra ne se bi e ha adwene ase wo divorce so a so blame wo bi enti ama dwene ho aka se da bi ada na yemfa no blame divorce emma whereby you can simply say there has been irreconcilable differences, i.e. uni nipa no engeti on beam eno nti na u divorce nipa no se de no beka grounds ne ho a ebeboa ebema peace aba said ya obi feel say obi blame obi because sebio say warim crash obi kotwe mpana on pese obegia tum an obi akwa ne baabi e de agu nanim ase sebio so be ma nim aduane no ana so oba nim aduane no na akotro gu public document you say me ja me yere because enkaten kwa woye onyam nkate no obesa nkwan ne nkate ne gugum de ya anhwe no so onye ntum be ma odo ne yere o de visitors ba na se nkwan no enkaten nkwan ne nkate ne guguma no muhu a o se sa na me mpem nkate nkwan me sa na mewe enti no brema bi so a on kasa obeka gu oba nanim ase enti ni tintim ni tetie mu ane say no blame divorce, irreconcilable differences, and also the number of years that you have to be married before you can divorce. No? At the moment, na 1 year. But and some say so ever 6 months. And basically a proposal, Lord Chancellor and I suggested, but it still have to go through Parliament, for approval before it can become law. It has been anticipated, they say, by 2021-22. Na ababe ye full-fledged law. A bit me divorce. Akosun tentem ewu kromu animo. Now, and also some people will argue say you be encouraging people to divorce because obi ohonoma Nigeria ne bonia na ni buafu gidi afa echiri no te ho obi okra obekọ no obi si ne yere so enso so echiri was ma change man dwere me anam de ma de me fa ma de sa na emo ye ni easy for them to divorce. It will only encourage people to divorce because me tie radio station bi sa na obi say onu say e bae oso okọ adwuma no so ene de meje bibi ofintin babia abefa obaya kwabenane ne si ne yere so yi afa ode abufuo eso obi ja wo ba no osofo tu ne fo so ene meje amanaka into watena de ho enkra wom omaware no aso den than before. And there is both argument in and against, but nobody knows. We wait to see what's going to happen. And the other was afe yanko o ma hene kwabena for yanko.
Yo no me mamwache.
Eja be point King David papa be point.
Hey, and be dey here yo any mentality and at the time na you mukaka mentality masama mesre pa here mukase pa de say o how say one lawyer kasa o how bia yo how say o yare so utina ya o ya so uyefu na ya o ya ofra u GP so buku appointment on camera na on va bia na so nse wonum ansa na only GP akasa anase obi owo research won ene na kasa enti obi obefre se opposite on lawyer kasa ana obuko appointment na obubo nkasa emu na duration na fun no that is no only serious
yeah several
but bien ho betima akoye tade no amana yi enti say nipa no fra mun ka jere did we afre.
That's exactly what they did.
Yes. Because some guys are moved here, I'm for class. I'm not na I'm Mr. Question back, Mr. Wan. And not many about to be Kasai. Now, may my advice and go me who, but not some more kind of now, the question the answer, but I'm on the basis of Omra. Okay. Or say, only no of an Oku. And no of an adoption. A man. And I'm going to say, me be out. Say, I did that's a year, my dear. Then, maybe book appointment, a man and a half. And as me, I'm a simple question. Say, adoption, that's a year you want.
Basically, requirements in adoption in law, it is still there. Now, requirements, and it be difficult, Kakramano. To balance will be here, bit me at an go through point by point. Or qualifier, a bit one, unqualifier, make actually no do ye now. Requirement in my day in Kakra. Because you really need to prove dependency, before coming to the UK and continuous dependency since you came to the UK. And on our evidence, sometimes it's very difficult to come by. And sana eti. Okay. And Baumis, or your friend bit me, a bit me, I am. Yadamasipi, and say, Christ the Livingstone for your former time so many times, and idea, you be so not say, or met me starting omo program on time, not just say, yet me idea, akoyadim. And Yadamasipi, more mushe Facebook, ye try your home abba, now a fee on Yadi Yankopon asem nambremo. Well, we hear Yankopon asem, and I say, we hear spiritual guidance, be asono. Tie, program na yade brono, usubit me idea, etie, na ye be deliverance, a mammo, now fee, yakoyadim. Yadamasipi. ɛsɛm no mafidie ne to a na mutie deɛ de brɛ mu enti no yɛbɛkɔ yɛsɛ ba na sɛ wankɔ a wogye w'ani so enti yɛbɛkɔ na Christ Television Store ɛde Nyankopɔn asɛm ayɛ deɛ abrɛ
Onyamia